Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. With the name of Allah, who is the most beneficent, merciful, Rahman and Rahim, and magnificent of all. I hope you all are fine and you have been keep yourself busy in completing your task. I'm your English lecturer, Mrs. Alia Nadeem, and I'm back with a new lesson. And this lesson is related to grammar topic, and the topic is active and passive voice. To complete this task and to understand this video perfectly, you have to open page number 73 in front of you of your English book. And this lesson is for class Matric Federal Board and subject is English, and it is going to be presented by me. First of all, we should come to know the desired learning objectives of today's lesson. At the end of the lesson, students will be able to define the structure of active voice, use of passive voice into sentences, to choose correct form of passive voice in fill in the blanks. Okay, students, to come to know what is the concept of active and passive voice, you should know first of all the structure of a normal sentence. And we are going to understand this concept with the help of few examples. In a normal English sentence, there comes a subject first of all, then comes forms of verb, then at the end of the sentence there comes an objective. But in the passive sentences, these orders come with the opposite direction. For example, he writes this letter. He writes this letter. This is a active sentence. You can say this is a normal sentence, but in passive voice, when we will change it into passive voice, the objective will come first of all like this letter is written by me. So हम इस तरह से भी कह सकते हैं कि जो हमारा सब्जेक्ट है वो ऑब्जेक्ट बन जाता है और ऑब्जेक्ट जो है वो सब्जेक्ट बन जाता है. अगर वो सेंटेंस प्रेजेंट फॉर्म में है तो वो प्रेजेंट में ही रहेगा, अगर वो पास्ट में है तो पास्ट में ही रहेगा, अगर वो कॉन्टिन्यूस में है तो उसमें हम बीइंग का एडिशन करेंगे. ओके, ही राइट्स दिस लेटर, तो इसकी जो पैसिव फॉर्म है वो ये है, दिस लेटर इज़ रिटन बाय मी. Farmer destroyed the crops. So answer, the passive sentence is crops are destroyed by the farmer. Active sentence, they are writing a letter. They are writing a letter. So the answer should be a letter is being written by them. A letter is being written by them. You will add being before written to show the continuity, to show the progress. So you have understand from these examples that the active sentences are just the normal sentence order, and the passive sentence, the order is opposite from the normal sentence. Okay, passive voice versus active voice. So first of all, we will learn about the passive sentences. In passive voice, the subject is receiving the verb. For example, John was hit by a car. In active voice, the subject is performing the verb. For example, a car hit John. So normal, simple English sentence is a car hit John, and the passive voice is John was hit by a car. Active and passive voice, we are going to find out the difference between the two conditions of the sentences. Active form, the professor teaches the students, and the passive form of this sentence is the students are taught by the professor. Okay students, there are few tense forms or time periods to show how we are going to convert. For example, first sentence belongs to present simple. Okay, he receives a letter, or you can say that present indefinite tense. He receives the letter, and the passive voice will be a letter is received by him. Present continuous, he is receiving a letter. So the continued form is used is showing with the addition of being. A letter is being received by him. In the past, simple past tense, he received a letter was received by him. Okay students, you have to open page number 73 of your English book and put in the correct form of the verb to complete the following sentences in passive voice. A letter is being written by Ehsan. So there are two options for you. The first option, to write, this is a verb, and the second option is required for you to write down this sentence in present continuous form. So we have added the present continuous form with the addition of being. A letter is being written by Ehsan. Sentence number 2, the words are explained by the teacher today. फर्स्ट ऑप्शन जो उन्होंने हमें दी है वो है वर्ब टू एक्सप्लेन. हमें टू एक्सप्लेन का बेटर यूज़ करना है, किस तरह से हम यूज़ करेंगे. और उसके बाद है प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट टेंस. दूसरा जो है उसमें हमने दूसरी जो उन्होंने रेस्ट्रिक्शन हमें दी है वो है इसको हमने प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट टेंस में यूज़ करना है. तो प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट टेंस में हम जो है वो सेकंड फॉर्म ऑफ वर्ब लगाएंगे, लेकिन उसमें हम आर ही रहने देंगे, उसमें हम वॉज का एडिशन नहीं करेंगे क्योंकि ये पास्ट सेंटेंस नहीं है, ये जस्ट पैसिव सेंटेंस है. नंबर 3, दिस रोड इज़ ऑलरेडी क्लोज्ड बिकॉज ऑफ स्नो. ऑलरेडी क्या है? ऑलरेडी को ग्रामर में हम वर्ब कहते हैं, एडवर्ब कहते हैं, और टू क्लोज वर्ब है और प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट टेंस में हमने इसको कन्वर्ट करना है. This road is already closed because of snow. The dishes are not being by my brother washed. The dishes are not being washed by my brother. So इसको continuous tense में हमें चेंज करना था और wash को हमने properly उसमें एडजस्ट करना है कि continuous tense है तो हम इसको किस तरह से उसमें चेंज करेंगे. जैसे हमने बताया कि जब continuous tense हो तो उसमें हम being लगाएंगे. The dishes are not being washed by my brother. I am not called by the principal. So इसमें हमने जो है वो हमारे पास फॉर्म ऑफ वर्ब जो है वो कॉल्ड है और प्रेजेंट इंडेफिनिट हमें टेंस को यूज़ करना है. तो आंसर है आई एम नॉट कॉल्ड बाय द प्रिंसिपल. So students, there are many students who haven't completed this lesson because I was waiting for your response. I was waiting for your assignments. That's why I was not starting the unit number 7. Very few students had sent me this work. The question number 1 was write a précis of paragraph number 4. So I am going to explain it again for your easiness. Précis means you have to write down the summarized form of paragraph number 4. First of all, you have to read the paragraph number 4 and you have to pick the few main points from the paragraph and you have to summarize it. If it is comprised of 10 lines, you have to write down the main theme of the paragraph in 3 or 4 lines at least. Second question was, which I had given you in the last video as well, write a comparative essay on the influence of electronic media on print media. Very few students had sent me this assignment. The assignment was excellent. They attempted a very good job, but who are left, they have to do this work again so that we can start our next lesson, unit number 7. We are going to start our one day. You have one day to complete this task, so please send it me on my personal WhatsApp number as early as possible. Okay, thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.